and it's so much blood. I can't feel anything down there. Stormy. My hair looks absolutely crazy. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name's Dina. I film motherhood and lifestyle videos here on YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to title this video. It's kind of all over the place. I just know it all has to do with postpartum tips, postpartum essentials, my postpartum experience. Maybe I will just label it postpartum. It should be fun. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Like, if you guys are scared to have a baby, well, get ready. You're about to be more scared. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. Postpartum is not that bad, you guys. It's intense, but it's not that bad. Well, personally, from my experience, it wasn't that bad. Okay, so to start off this video, let me just backtrack and tell you guys my birth story, just in case any of you are new here. I will link it up here if you guys want to go check it out. I had a all-natural water birth. I labored for about 7 hours. I pushed for 24 minutes. Like I said, all natural, so no medication, anything like that. I wrote everything down. I just find that my videos go better and smoother if I lay them out a little bit. That way I don't forget anything that I want to talk about. When baby was born, she came out. I sat in the tub with her for like 15 minutes, then I pushed out the placenta. So my fiance Curtis grabbed Blake, and she was still attached to her placenta because I did delayed cord clamping, or a Lily birth. So they went and did skin to skin in the rocking chair, and he kind of just soothed her and stuff. So I stood up. I was super shaky, and I asked the nurse, "Is this normal?" She's like, "Totally normal. Just take it easy, take it slow." Everything at this point was a blur, so it's kind of hard for me to remember. I got out of the bathtub. She gave me this like giant, almost like a doggy pee pad, and she put it between my legs, kind of like a diaper. So I held it and we walked to the bed, and I just remember walking from the bathtub to the bed. I was just so slow. I believe there's a saying, it feels like you got hit by a truck. That is what it feels like. There's no better way to describe it. It's just like your body did 10 major workouts, working all of your muscles, a large amount of your core. Looking back and like realizing what my body actually did, I can't believe that I could even walk after that. She had laid out a pee pad, like another dog looking pee pad, and then a towel on top of that. I laid down there. My midwife checked me for tears. She said I had one little tear. She was like, "You don't even need stitches, but if you want, I can give you one." She's like, "All it will do is speed up the healing process. By no means do you need it." And I was like, you know what? I don't want it. I've been through enough down there. I'm sore. I don't know. I'm good. I sat up in the bed, and like I said, I didn't have anything on. I was just sitting on a towel and a pee pad, and blood was just like flowing down there. Curtis came over, they cut the cord. The shaking stopped as soon as I sat on the bed, but I did get contractions what did it seem like? Maybe like every 5 minutes I would get a contraction. And I was like, "Is this normal? Like, I'm still getting contractions." And she was like, "Totally normal. It's your uterus tightening up. It's gonna go back to size." So she was like, "The more you have, the better." And I was like, "Okay, cool, great." So yes, at this point, my midwife has left, and it's just me, the nurse, and Curtis and baby in the room. Every time I got a contraction, I would start shaking from head to toe, and I was like, "Is this normal? What is going on?" And the contractions hurt so bad. They still went on for like 3 days after that. By day 3, I think I would get one like every 3 hours or something like that. Like, it wasn't a lot, but I still got them, and they sucked. Up until day 3, I would still get the shakes when I got them. So that was awful. And they mostly happened when I was breastfeeding the baby, but sometimes they would happen when I wasn't. And I'd just be holding the baby like this. Like I'd be literally shaking her. The nurse actually did tell me that when she breastfeeds, it will bring on contractions. But again, she did say the more contractions you have, the smaller your uterus will get. So anyway, after I breastfed her the first time, the nurse had me lay back down, and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna push on your stomach." And she did this when did I give birth? Every hour, maybe 2 hours, something like that, she would push on my stomach. And I've heard horror stories. I've heard about how bad this hurts. So I was like, "Do you have to? Like, can you not?" Okay, I just delivered a baby. If I can do that, I can do anything. Just do it. So she did it. It hurt so so bad. I don't understand why that hurt so bad. Every time she did it, blood would just squirt out. In my hospital bag, I did not pack any adult size Depends. I just bought black underwear. So I bought this pack of underwear when I was 7 or 8 months pregnant. And little did I know, by the time I gave birth, they didn't fit anymore. So my mom was in the living room of this birth center, and I asked her, could you run to Walgreens and get me like giant Depends and really big black underwear? So she went, came back. I don't remember putting on the Depend, but obviously I put it on. And I kind of just sat with baby in the bed for, I believe, like an hour and a half. So something that they do at my birth center, which I absolutely loved, they give you an all natural herbal bath after you have baby. It does wonders for making your lady bits down there heal a lot faster than they normally would without it. So dad can hold baby and mom can go take a relaxing bath and just chill out. As she was filling up the tub and she brought out all the herbs and stuff to put in the bath, the nurse told me, before you get in the tub, do you feel like you need to pee? And I was like, honestly, I don't know. Like I can't feel anything down there. I have no idea. She's like, well, I want you to try. I was like, okay, sure, no problem. I went on that toilet, tried to pee, I peed. Oh my goodness. No one told me how bad peeing stings and burns after you have a baby. No one told me. So I was just sitting there peeing. The nurse was in the other room because at my birth center they are all about modesty and privacy, not like at a hospital where the nurse literally watches you pee and like looks down there and all that stuff. Like that is just, girl, back up. Anyway, so she's out of the room and I'm just like, ow, 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 as I'm peeing. She cracks the door and she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? What's going on? I was like, it burns, it burns, it burns. And she's like, oh, that's normal. It's normal to feel like somebody lit a match. When you give birth, they say it feels like the ring of fire because your lady bits down there just feel like they're on fire. Peeing was twice as bad as that. Something I forgot to mention, they did offer me a Perry bottle, but I did bring my own at that point. Actually, you know what? Let me go grab all that stuff. I got my big box of postpartum goodies. So this is the Perry bottle I use. They do offer you one like this, except it doesn't have this hook that goes around. It just stops right here and it's just like a little squirt. I picked this one up at Target. I liked it because it obviously goes like this and I can spray my lady bits all good. Stormy, get out of here. Again, got it from Target. It's the brand Frida. After that very, very, very painful pee, I got in the bathtub. It was amazing. I just relaxed. Kurt was holding the baby. Blake was sleeping. So after about 15 minutes, I got up. At this point, I was pretty much just wearing a Depend, and I'll show you which brand. This is the brand of Depends. Always discreet underwear. I use size large. These were absolutely amazing. I never had a leak in them, and that is saying something because let me tell you, it's not like a normal period where Aunt Flo comes to visit. No. It's Aunt Flo. It's Aunt Flo's sister. It's Aunt Flo's brother. It's Aunt Flo's distant cousin. It's Aunt Flo's friend from church. Like it's everybody, and it's so much blood. After that, like I said, I put on my Depend, got dressed to introduce Blake to the family and everything like that, and that was super fun. And then we went home around 1 or 2. My camera died. Okay, where were we? For the first 2 weeks, I used the Depends, and then after that, I just wore black underwear, and then I used these pads right here. They are amazing, just like the Depends. I've never had a leak in these. These are absolutely amazing. They're so comfortable, so absorbent. But yeah, after week 2, the bleeding slows down a little bit, not very much, but a little bit, to the point where I don't need the Depends anymore. So pretty much my bathroom routine was I would pre-fill this up. The weird part is sometimes warm water felt better on my lady bits, and other times cold water felt better on it. So I would pre-fill this, and then I would get my toilet paper ready, because when you pee, okay, your pee is really acidic. Am I saying that right? So it really burns down there. So the faster I could get the pee off and then hurry up and wipe it, the better I felt. I would have my Perry bottle ready like this. I would have the toilet paper in this hand. I would pee and I would squeeze the Perry bottle while you're peeing, and then after I'm done peeing, I would hurry up and spray off my lady bits. I would grab the toilet paper, I would dab it all off. Wiping is a huge no-no. You have to dab. And then I would grab a baby wipe and I would dab that, and then I would grab a new Depend or a new pad. I would use these. They're called Tux pads with witch hazel, And I would take about 2 or 3 of these depending on just how bad it was. And I would put them in either the Depend or the pad. And then I would take Arnie Care. This is Blake's actually because I lost mine. I had like a big bottle. It was about this big, but I lost it. And then I would layer that on next. And then I had one other cream because the Arnie Care is for pain relief, and then I had another one that was for the healing process. For the life of me, I cannot remember what it was, and I can't find it. It's not in the box. I have no idea what it was, so that really sucks because I know that that one was my favorite. This was my second favorite cream to use, but that one was my favorite. Anyway, and then I would just pull this big old soothing mess up into my lady bits. Other products that I used, witch hazel. I hated it. It burned so bad. And then I used, it came in a container somewhat like this, except it was pure witch hazel pads. I hated that too. It burned so much. And then I tried Dermaplast. Now I had another can of this in the blue, but I threw that one away because my dog chewed on the cap. She didn't ingest any of it, so don't worry. But this one burned and so did the blue lid, so I did not like those at all. So my absolute go-to products, again, is the Arnie Care Gel and the Tux Cooling Pads and whatever that cream was that I just cannot remember. Something that I remember all my family telling me was that by day 10 you'll feel back to normal, and that was definitely true. By day 10 I wasn't as sore, my lady bits didn't hurt as bad. I remember from day 1 until 10 even just sitting down hurt so bad. I remember having visitors over just to see Blake, and I would have to put like the comfiest pillow under my butt because sitting down was just terrible. I also remember walking. I had to walk like a penguin. Another tip I have is to drink a lot of water. So your pee is really acidic, so you want to dilute that by drinking as much liquids or water as possible. So I highly recommend you drink as much water as you possibly can. This was really hard for me because after I had Blake, my appetite went out the window. I wasn't hungry, I wasn't thirsty. It was bad. It was really hard to force myself to eat and drink things because I just was not hungry. Another tip I have, if it is absolutely unbearable to pee on the toilet, which it was for me, some people find this gross. At this point, I was in so much pain, I did not care. Peeing in the shower hurts so much less. Most women stop bleeding around 6 weeks. I stopped bleeding 5 weeks and 5 days. Now is the fun part. We get to talk about my body. So I will go ahead and insert a picture of my body right after baby. If you guys want to go check out my Instagram, I'll link it down below. I actually have a highlight called Body, and I am documenting my entire postpartum progress on there. Also, I should probably mention that I started working out, I believe, a week after I had baby. Now, very lightly. The first day I started, I did 5 sit-ups a day. The second day was like 6 sit-ups. The next day, so on and so forth. It went up until I hit 2 weeks, and then I just did really easy, non-challenging workouts. I don't know what week I'm on right now, actually. Let me grab my phone. So week 8 of postpartum. So really quick before I show you guys my body, my pre-pregnancy weight was 117, and then at the end of my pregnancy, it was 158 or 159. I don't remember which. Not last Saturday, but the Saturday before that, I weighed myself and I was 128. I'm fine staying at where I am right now because technically me being 5'8", 117 is actually underweight and 128 is a normal weight. Personally, I believe that the whole BMI thing is complete BS, but that's a totally different topic for a totally different day. But anyway, like I was saying, I am perfectly fine staying exactly where I am. Now I'm gonna show you guys my body. So let's go to the mirror. All right, so here is my body. Front angle, side, and other side. As you can see, I have a little bit of a tummy, but to be honest, I had a little bit of a tummy before I had Blake. Like, I was never like totally toned. I never had like a 6-pack or a 4-pack or anything like that. I actually never had muffin top, so that is new for me, but I'm not ashamed in any way, shape, or form. I've come a long way and I have a long way to go. My goal is to have abs. Before I had Blake, I never wanted abs. Like, I was fine with my body, but now my goal is to have abs, and I think it's always good to have a goal. So besides that, so this line right now, I actually don't remember what it's called. I'll put it somewhere up here when I find it, but I always had a line going from my belly button down. So this I got during pregnancy, and then all this darkness around my belly button I got during pregnancy. This right here is actually my belly button scar, if you guys are wondering. All this darkness should go away within the first year after having baby. Obviously, everybody is different. Sometimes it goes away really quick. Sometimes it obviously could take up to a year. So yeah, but it doesn't really bother me. I'm not too worried about it. The only thing that I really notice about my body that's different is I don't really have a lot of lower back strength anymore. Like, I've really noticed it when I'm doing certain yoga positions, especially just core strength in general. Like, I used to be able to do a plank for like a whole minute and it wouldn't affect me. Like, when it went past a minute, that's when I'd be like, oh my gosh, this hurts. Now I can do it for like 15 seconds and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm dead. But yeah, that's really the only thing. Like, I'm definitely just weaker throughout here and throughout my lower back, but like I said, not a big deal. I'm really proud of my body. I'm only 8 weeks into this, so long ways to go. Again, I'm so proud of my body and I can't wait to see where it goes. Like, I've never had abs and I'm just so excited to get abs. So yeah, let's go sit down and we can finish up our little chat. So yes, that is it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My new upload schedule is every Sunday. Go ahead and comment down below what you guys want to see more on my channel. I've been leaning more towards like day in the life vlogs, but I also really like just sitting down and talking to you guys. Maybe I'll do like a poll on Instagram and see. Which, by the way, if you aren't following me on Instagram already, I'll leave it down below. And again, if you guys like that intro, my girl Aaliyah made it. I'll have all her stuff linked down below. You should seriously go check her out. She does a lot of gaming on her channel, which is super funny and entertaining, and she makes the dopest intros. So seriously, go ahead and check her out. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye.